need to bring my microphone in and make sure that my microphone... No, my microphone is not muted. So we're good on that front. Hello and welcome. If we haven't met before, oh, pardon me. Let me start that one again. Let me know what you're drinking here this evening. Just finished off a peppermint tea. I've been double parked, or I'm trying to be double parked on wines. I've been doing a wine tasting here at home. I've got my little spittoon next to me to make sure that I drink responsibly. I've been tasting a variety of wines. I've tried at least almost tried a dozen different wines here this evening already. I'm trying to open up an old bottle here in front of me, a Cabernet Sauvignon from 1996. And the other one in my other second glass at the moment is currently a Cabernet Sauvignon from 2015 Rose Beer, which is a winery in Mudgee. And I'm sipping on their 2015 Cabernet Sauvignon. And I'm just in the process. I'll let that bottle sit for a little while. Let those sediments, those tannins settle the bottom. But if we haven't met before, my name is James Follen, and I believe the world of Australian wine is beautiful and complex. So I create videos for wine lovers to learn more about the world of wine. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. And tonight, we will be doing the 11th of 12 live streams. So doing the 12 wines of lockdown. Lockdown has been extended once again. But 11 out of 12 live streams, and on the 11th wine of lockdown here tonight, we will be going and looking at the best cheap wines from Liquorland. So looking at those this evening. So let's jump straight into the screen share, looking at those wines. So here we are. We've got the screen share up and running now. Let's start off in that sparkling wine section. Classic Moe. Moe shows up near the top right away there with the Verve, some premium sparkling wines. And float towards the top straight away in their recommended side of things. There's a skeptical part of me that wonders if they're paying for those positions at the top of those lists. And let's get going. Goes with, that's an interesting way of filtering your wine down. Let's go price lowest to highest. Let's go. Can I do multiple filters? No, one page at a time. I select more than one price range. No. So let's quickly skim it through that below $10 price range. Whispers have a variety coming in there. There's some Passion Pop. There's a $5 Prosecco. Browns Brothers have got a Moscato coming in there, coming in towards those Piccolos. Potentially good value there, being able to drink responsibly, not losing the bubbles at 200 mils a pop for those Piccolos. Some more Piccolos coming in here in that range. Wolf Blast coming in under $10 in that sparkling wine category as well. We also have that $10 to $20 range of sparkling wine. We have a Prosecco coming in at $10. Some Jacob's Creek coming in around that $12 mark. A champagne style-ish, probably not made in the traditional method, but using similar grapes for that. A Riccadonna Asti Spumantine would be an interesting one. I suspect that's from overseas. If I was to go and open that and look into it. and Asti Spumante. Cheerful, fun, and fizzy. Yep, Italy, Asti from the thing. It's a Moscato wine. So that'd be an interesting one to see how that goes. That'd be one my wife might be interested in terms of its taste. There's also some Prosecco's. McWigan Zero Sparkling also gets its place here as well, which would add a little bit of fizz to that. So that'd be another interesting one. Drinking responsibly. Jacob's Creek have a rosé coming in at that low end. I think the Bortoli have a Prosecco style wine coming in there. Brown's Brothers a sparkling Moscato. Then we get into kind of the spritzers in cans in that wine category. Jacob's Creek doing a reserve sparkling Prosecco. That could be an interesting one. Interesting style there, the Prosecco. Be cheerful, fun, and fizzy. Drink now. Don't cellar it. They're the ones you'd only want a handful of bottles on if you're going to drink it within the year. Not worth cellaring. The Bortoli, Brown Brothers, the Bortoli have some potentially Prosecco Rosé, some good value coming in there. Jacob's Creek are doing a better by half series. So I think half the calories and half the alcohol on that one. Take the edge off the amount of alcohol that is being consumed as part of this. So that's another interesting one that is out there. Tropical spices, fish, green vegetables, Pinot Gris, cork closure. As part of that, the alcohol percentage is 5.5%. It comes with that's interesting. Pale gold color. Do the other ones do the color of the wine? No, not quite. That's what we're seeing going on there. What else? Going back up to that $20 to $30 range, looking for wines coming in towards for Coldstream Hills. That would be an interesting one. Coldstream Hills was a winery founded by James Halliday himself. I think he still might consult still, but Coldstream Hills would be producing some interesting value. I haven't tried this one myself personally, but I'd be interested to see how that one comes out. Fine, pure, and complex with bright, zingy acidity, lemons, and brioche. This wine has a great length and persistence and an excellent expression of Coldstream Hills sparkling. Long-term selling, 7 years or more. That's a really interesting assessment for a wine of this price. What else? Yarra, Oyster Bay, Squealing Pig, spritzers in cans, Moscato in cans, Jacob Brut Premium Cuvée, and now we're getting up a Bird in Hand Sparkling Pinot Noir. That's not something you see often. That's a unique one there. That Pinot Noir that's a sparkling. What is going on there? I don't want to lose that tab. Move on. Sparkling Bird in Hand Adelaide Hills. What is their pale ruby color? This sparkling from the Adelaide Hills has enjoyed a relatively cult following over the years. It opens with unmistakable Pinot aromatics of strawberries, cherry, and subtle floral lift. The ripe red fruit are balanced by some crisp acidity and creamy texture. Definitely our favorite bird here at Liquorland. And it has some awards to go with it. This one is a style that's probably unique. I've never really seen many sparkling Pinot Noir. So this one could be a value buy to see how that is coming in at $25. That's my kind of top end of the cheap price range when I think about these. And then they get up and climb up above it. So I feel like a bit of a smaller range here than BWS as part of what's on offer. when we look at those. So we've just done a sparkling. Let's jump into that white wine range, looking at what is below $10. See what is happening there. I'll take a sip of wine whilst that loads. I wanted to look at white wine below $10. A little bit on my chin. Gotta wipe that off. One of the dangers of spitting and not swallowing, but looks like my noise cancelling microphone does a good job of cancelling that out. Let me know in the chat. It skips all that excess swishing and spitting. There's a lot of tannin going on behind the scenes in that wine. And we've got some Clean Sins, De Bortoli, Tremina Riesling, Sauvignon Sauv Blanc Blend, St. Andrews, Jamison's Run, Hardy's. There's nothing that really stands out there. This Bianco Lambrusco would be an interesting one. Lambrusco is just a word I like saying. I enjoy the red Lambrusco, so a Bianco Lambrusco would be an interesting one there. Echo Falls, McGuigan Black Label Chardonnay coming in under $10. What else? There's some McGuigan Pinot Grigio and Sauvignon Blanc there as well. Those two could represent good value. I'm biased though. I'm a big fan of McGuigan. I have a McGuigan subscription, and I generally think a lot of their wine is producing something that's pretty good value. So let's jump along into that $10 to $20 white wine range to see what is on offer there. Jacob's Creek Riesling. I'm a big fan of this particular Riesling. I've done a wine review of this Riesling on my channel to see how that is going. You could see that in one of my other videos. It is crisp, refresh, and regularly wins show medals. It looks, smells, and tastes like Riesling. And every time we have masked Riesling tastings, it rates well. That'd be one pale green, tinged, and bright. It's got some top value from the Real Review, a winery review website that's independent here in Australia. That'd be a value buy. Some Semillon Sauvignon Blanc as a blend there. Some more Jacob's Creek, Lindemans. We're seeing some really similar brand names to what was coming up in amongst. That Crouchen Riesling as well from Brown's Brothers was there yesterday. This Orange Muscat and Floral is coming up as well. That'd be more of a dessert wine. Taylor's potentially producing value here. One small step. Chardonnay. Taylor's being one of the first families of Australian wines. I've never seen the Tempest 2 Graphite series before, so I'm wondering if that could be exclusive to Liquorland. Similarly with these Jacob Creek 1847, I'm wondering if they're exclusives for Liquorland for their branding and distribution. We've got a McGuigan Sauvignon Blanc, a McGuigan Zero. That's a low alcohol alternative if you're wanting to minimize your alcohol consumption and find ways to have drinks in there to drink responsibly. We're just skipping through here. Tullux, Hunter Valley, Vidello would be another one I'd stop on. Hard Shard, looks like 19 Crimes Chardonnay with a little bit of branding going on there. Theory of Evolution, Pinot Gris. And Pinot Gris and Pinot Grigio don't really have a clear definition yet. Same grape, made to different styles. One's French, one's Italian. And we're still working on the definition, so it's a bit of a mixed bag when you're seeing them in style. I'm a big fan of Trackless Vineyard, a boutique winery in the Southern Highlands that do it to style, so you can see which one's the Italian style and which one is the French style and see the clear difference in their wine making style, which I really enjoy. And then we're in here, Evan and Tate, Daybreak, Evans and Tate, Two Churches, Preacher Riesling, St. Hubert's, Barossa Signature Chardonnay, the Barossa Signature range discounted by $5. If you're a Chardonnay lover, you might be able to see some value in there. I'm not a huge fan of Chardonnay. I often find them buttery and over oaked and too much for me. I'll give them a try, but I often find that I consistently don't necessarily enjoy them. Peter Lehman doing a Riesling here for $15 could be of value as well. Looking here at the Peter Lehman portrait, I've got some other portrait range. Got some medium-term cellaring potential. A lovely Riesling, great value for money and showing Eden Valley finesse. The aromatics are clean and superbly floral. The palate is soft, fruity, balanced and clean with a fairly dry but not austere finish. As the Riesling dryness scale on the black label shows, it's almost dry. So if you enjoy a dry Riesling, you could find that for good value for $15. Organic Pinot Grigio. Be careful of organic wines. They could have faults in them that take away from the experience. So that's, I think, still being worked out in the wine industry generally. Jacobs Creek, better by half. Pinot Grigio. Pepper Tree. There's some Semillon Sauvignon Blanc blends here. What I'm not seeing many Semillons coming up from here. There's an interesting bottle Moscato. I'm not sure what's quite going on there. Moscato. I'm not sure why it suggests medium-term cellaring. Exotic whites, bottle screw count. I'm just, interested by the style of bottle going on here. It's probably the main thing that attracted my eye. Here we go. Some Semillon. Love a good Semillon. That Audrey Wilkinson, Verdelho, and Semillon would be things that I see value for money for. Audrey Wilkinson in the Hunter Valley. Semillon coming in at $18. I'm wondering if that's potentially even cheaper than what they advertise on their website. Yeah, so that could be a really good deal. So you might be able to pick that one up cheaper. Let me check that. $18 Audrey Wilkinson Semillon here. Depending on the vintage. What's the current vintage? Do they have that on there? Medium-term cellaring, 12.5% alcohol content. Come on. Show me the vintage. That 2021 Semillon's coming in at $23, $19 for members. You can pick it up at $18 here. And this could be an interesting one to put the Dan Murphy's lowest liquor price guarantee to the test. Are they matching the price here of Liquorland? No. I can see that they've got the Semillon here in the Hunter Valley coming in at Audrey Wilkinson. Yep. There we go. $19.99 per bottle, $19 in any six. This one's coming in at $18. We have just found a bargain that is better than Dan Murphy's, and that's in a Semillon. That's buying it cheaper than the winery right here at Liquorland. What a great deal. Love knowing a price point and seeing a bargain. So you're buying it cheaper than the winemaker themselves. And you could probably get the Dan Murphy's lowest liquor price guarantee thing that they have. They have that clearly on there. There, the lowest liquor price guarantee. How does this work? I beat all my competitors every month, every week, every day, every hour, on every price, on every product, on every bottle. Dan Murphy, October 1995. And more than 25 years later, it's still the basis of our lowest priced liquor prolly, and they'll beat it. Let us know and we'll beat it on the spot. Simply show us the competitor's price or call our customer care center on 1300 72 3888. What a deal. Identically stocked product, standard delivery, same day pickup, or within a 10-kilometer radius of your physical store, or by Australian online retailers. There we go. Like for like. What a good day. You can see that there. We, ACT, we also check competitive prices below our stores opening. A team passionate member at Los has checked and beaten a wide range of competitor prices across physical stores and online shopping methods. That's an interesting one. Could we pick up a Semillon? Could we action that lowest liquor price guarantee? That's a little detour I've gone on there. That one will be one to keep an eye on. Put that in the favorites. Save, put that in the bank. Audrey Wilkinson, Villa Maria, Mature, Yearing Station. That takes us through the range of white wines. I have to say, Liquorland at this stage is my least favorite in terms of the user experience for going through these wines. The Cockfighter's Ghost is, I think, in orange. This Chardonnay could be, I can't remember, orange or Hunter. Let's find out. Hunter Valley. My mistake on that one. A truly splendid Hunter Chardonnay, displaying all the hallmarks of the variety when fermented and matured in the best of French oak. Essential stone fruit characters infused with intriguing traces of oatmeal and warm toast, or tidily stacked within a balanced structure. So that's an interesting one there. So coming in at $20, best French oak. Could be a bargain if you're into the Chardonnays. This was what I was looking for yesterday, a Coldstream Hills. I was looking for the Tyrrell's Hunts Valley Semillon. That was what I was hunting for yesterday when I was trying to find it on BWS, to no avail. Coldstream Pinot Gris could be another one. So that's just coming in towards a standard price. I don't think we could beat that. Sourced from a small selection of Tyrrell's favourite Semillon blocks out of the Hunter region. The nose is clean with a hint of lemon freshness. The palate continues with fresh citrus and concentrated grapefruit. The finish is pleasing with a balance of fruit and soft acid, a great match to any shellfish. Excellent drinking upon release and will develop in complexity with short-term bottle age. So let's have a crack at seeing how that one goes. I'm in to Semillon here this evening, looking at seeing what is available. Hunter Valley Single Vineyard. What's going on in the hunt on the Tyrrell's websites themselves. Let's check out that one as well. Yep. Paul Colburn, Semillon, Tyrrell's. That one is sold out, so you can't necessarily do that there. Can we find it? That's one we looked at just now. Will it be easily accessible? Tyrrell's Brookdale, Tyrrell's Stevens, Tyrrell's about one Semillon. I'm surprised. Delivery only, so that's probably coming out of a warehouse somewhere. So Tyrrell's Semillon. Yep, no luck finding a comparable item there. I'm over 18. $25. Hunter Valley Semillon, just that straight bottle from Tyrrell's, $20 there. Might be able to find that. That could be a bargain flying under the radar there. That Tyrrell's Semillon, if it's cheaper than them on their website. I wonder what members where the membership pricing would come in for that. Tyrrell's being another one of the first families of Australian wine, so definitely keep an eye on them and check those out. What else is out there? Love Not War, Jules Taylor, The Nerd, Crowded House, Logan, Pinot Gris. I think Logan is Mudgee region, Orange and Mudgee, Australia. So the Logan family established Logan Wines in New South Wales Central Ranges region with award-winning Peter Logan and the wine-making helm. This youthful, cool climate Pinot Gris is a mid-straw to pale gold in the glass with subtle pear, musk and citrus blossom on the nose. The palate is ripe, soft and juicy and has been crafted in a slightly sweeter style with good varietal definition and freshness, acidity providing balance. A very pleasing style with an orange mandarin edge in aromatics and a delicate natural sweetness. This makes for great banquet partners. Could be another value purchase there. I think, yeah, that scrolled me back towards the top. Well, Taylor's Estate Riesling could be a good deal if that one's coming from the Clare Valley, and you can pick it up 2 for $32 if you're a fan of Riesling here tonight. Yep, coming from the Clare Valley. I'm not sure if they have the vintage on there, but it's got medium-term selling potential. Clare Valley is known for the Rieslings that it produces. It could be great value there. What else? Wins. I'm not sure how a Cunoir Riesling would go. That's an interesting style bottle there from Round Theory. An Audrey Wilkin Moscato coming in at $25. That's cheaper than their $18 offer on Semillon. That's how good value I reckon that Semillon probably is coming at. Hunter Valley Chardonnay from Tyrrell's as well. Tyrrell's, I think, do a great amount of value. Mount Pleasant Semillon would also be a contender, but we're just tipping over to that $26 price point. Brokenwood Semillon coming in there. So now let's jump in to my preference, my favorite. Let's jump in towards the red wine. Oh, they've given rosé its own category. Let's just jump straight into the rosé to the $20, $30 category. Squealing Pig coming up. Audrey Wilkinson have a rosé. There's a Kylie Minogue. Kylie Minogue is doing rosé. That's an interesting one. I'm wondering if that's exclusive or if there's a website behind that. This elegant blend features a beautifully pink pale shade and delicate alluring aromas of fresh summer berries, vegan friendly. I have a great passion for rosé and have loved working for the last 2 years on developing Kylie Minogue wines. We've created a rosé that I am truly enamored by. It's fresh, light, and perfect pink, he said of her signature blend. This wine is a fusion of 80%, I'm not even sure what that grape is, Carrigan, and 20% Cabernet Sauvignon, grapes grown and sourced from the southern coast of France. Oh, why is she going overseas? Why not Australia? Don't they have the fruit quality in Australia to produce a good quality rosé? That's a deep sigh from me. The final product is described as offering delicate, alluring aromas of fresh summer berries and white blossom before turning refined and refreshing on the palate with a fruity, crisp finish. Brand Kylie Minogue. What else is going on there? I'm wondering if it's literally that rosé. One rosé. Is she doing anything else with it? Kylie Minogue wines. Is Kylie Minogue wines doing more than just rosé? Wines by Kylie Minogue. This is an interesting tangent here this evening. We went from Liquorland to wines that Kylie Minogue has made. There's a Prosecco rosé. Oh, this is just rosé. 3 rosés. Is that everything? No, there's more. There's more. There's a Yarra Valley Pinot 2020. That would be an interesting one. Celebrity wine. Where are we going? Where are we going with this? This is interesting. I've got mixed feelings about this. This is quite an interesting tangent. Yep, Kylie Minogue is doing a Pinot Noir. And, it's a de Bortoli. This could be good. This is interesting. This is an interesting tangent to go on. 90 years ago, viticulture, vinification. I'll come back. But it's coming from the Yarra Valley. That's really promising. Premium estate vineyards. Near perfect growing conditions for Pinot Noir. Tasting notes, bright ruby hue with ethereal, fragrant red and dark fruit aromas, graceful, soft berry fruit on the palate that balances aromatics and texture with fine tannin, a long and generous balance. Finish dabbled with light spice, vegan friendly. I'm glad that one's Australian. I'm not sure how I feel about that branding. Really got mixed feelings about that. Bird in hand, could be doing a good job. Wolf Blast. Maker's Project as well, but that's a little bit more on the expensive end. I've gone very much on a tangent there. What is coming in that category of 20 to 25, 15 to 20. Honeycomb Rosé or Honey Bomb Rosé. The one I'm drinking now really needs a juicy steak. Or super chalky. Super tannic. Makes my smack my lips with the strength of those tannins there. Whew. Definitely have some bite on them. I'm not saying anything that jumps out at me. Rosé is such a broad category. That Vasse Felix Rosé could be coming in as a bargain drink now. A light, dry, and refreshing rosé delivering an exciting addition to the popular classic collection made from Shiraz fruit grown on the Margaret River region. This is a provincial style of rosé showcasing a textural savoury core while embracing the delicate fruit perfume and succulence of its Shiraz base. Opens to reveal a pomegranate and wild strawberry base with lifted savoury lines of mineral oyster shell, turkey, and cranberry sauce. Subtle floral tones of violet and rose petal provide a delicate lift with a musk-like nuance. Full fruit body builds from the front of the palate with notes of fresh peach, strawberry, and rhubarb, while a low acid profile gives the impression of sweetness, though the wine is dry. A fresh mineral finish and light body structure contribute to a wine with both vibrancy and finesse. That's an interesting one. Really feeling this tannins of this wine that I'm drinking. 2015 Roseberry Cabernet Sauvignon. I reckon that probably need a little bit more age. Those tannins still getting me. So why I'm really interested to open up the other Cabernet Sauvignon that I have next to me from 1996 to see how that's going. I can see that the cork looks to be relatively well intact. That'll be a good one to can't enjoy after the live stream has finished. Now let's go into what I am much more passionate about. Those red wines, that $10 range. That's the start. Lambrusco, McWigan Black Label. Lambrusco is always an interesting one to try. Serve it chilled. It's like a sweet red wine. See how that tastes. McWigan Black Label is a fun one to stack up against other red wines if you were to do a blind tasting. Thoroughly drinkable. I think they do a great value of that particular one, producing it for value and positioning it for value. What else? Grant Burge, Cellar Cut, coming in around that $9 price point. Looking above that, they've got 20 in here. What else? Theory, this Pinot Noir coming up. Yellowtail, they're missing pictures here. Jacob's Creek, Merlots, Pinot Noirs coming in at their kind of lower end. A Tempranillo coming in at $10. Penfolds Club Old Tawny coming in at $12. De Bortoli, Pinot. There's definitely a lot more. Taylor's One Small Step, Cabernet Merlot, reduced from $16 to $12. Would be something there that might have some hidden potential. Similarly with their other One Small Step Shiraz. Hardy's Brave New World has been halved in price. That could be some great value there. Hardy's, I think the Eileen Shiraz is a premium wine, and so they're able to make that consistently and apply those styles. This could be of great value. Hardy's have released a range of classic wines embracing new red wine styles exclusive to us. Their Shiraz shows off rich black fruits with spiced plums and a touch of milk chocolate, a great match with lasagna or pepperoni pizza. That means that one would be looks like it's an exclusive partnership with Liquorland. So that'd be, they flag it as a great for dinner parties there as part of that wine rating. You're watching along, let me know if you've got any questions in the chat that I'm able to answer for you as part of that, and I can help enlighten those or answer any of those questions as part of that for this stream. 1847. I'm wondering, that's another exclusive. Did I see that on BWS yesterday? Medium term cellaring coming up there. I'd be really interested when we get to more the premium red wines with Jacob's Creek, where they suggest those go in terms of cellaring. I think we moved on to page 3. St. Faith 375 mil. Children of the Revolution. That sounds very revolutionary. The Maker's Project from Wolf Glass. You might be able to find a little bit of value there in that Grenache. Two Churches, Preacher Shiraz. Penfolds Cult Classic Red Wines coming in at $15 there. The McWigan's Shiraz, McWigan's Cabernet, the Borders. I like to think, 2 for $20. That could be good. I often think shut the borders with the current climate during COVID-19. McWigan's have won multiple times the International Winemaker of the Year and have International Wine and Spirits Competition awards as well. And the Shiraz Under the Borders label shows why. It's full of youthful aromas of ripe dark berries, mulberry jam, and dark chocolate. It is rich and generous with layers of ripe blackberries and black forest cake surrounded by soft, juicy, and ripe tannins. Drink now. They don't see cellaring potential in that particular wine. Let's head through. Earthworks, more from the Makers Project from Wolf Blass. I don't think we saw the Malbec. I think talked a bit briefly about the Pinot Noir and Grenache there. $5 off. So that's one to look at and consider. Peter Drayden wins. I wonder if that'd be worth a $30 bottle with what's going on there. Cellaring potential. Could be interesting to see where this one goes. Where that one sits. What else? McWilliams. Much lower quality website here. So many photos missing. Pevertree Shiraz, I think that's up in the Hunter Valley. Durif is an alternative red wine variety. Pevertree Shiraz, Rattenbully. Not quite. Drink now. Not sure how that one would go. Chianti Italian import there. And at Faith, there was a cheaper 375ml bottle. You wanted to dip your finger in and give that one a try. I wonder if I'll come across the McWilliams Butterwang in front of me. A Wins, Oak Ridge, Wins, Lindeman's Gentleman's Collection was one of the earlier wines that I had getting me into wines. A little bit of Mojo. Nothing super captivating there in that $10 to $20 range. What else? $20 to $30. More optimistic on what's going here. Jacob's Creek, Double Barrel, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Cabernet Shiraz. That one has potentially some great value there. Double Barrel Cabernet Sauvignon, spices, meat cured, cellaring potential. Potential to go long term for under $20. I wonder if that'd have a decade on it, a decade in it. Finished and aged in Irish whiskey barrels. I love some Irish whiskey. As part of that, similar with the Shiraz, got long-term cellaring potential as well. This Tyrrell's one, drink now. Really? If this is what I think it is, that's a lot better than a drink now. It was the Tyrrell's Hunter Valley 2018. If you could find a 2018 vintage of this on Wine Companion, I think that would be great value. I think they've misidentified that one. Let's see if I can pull that one up from my subscription. Just want the 2018 vintage. I wonder if there we go. Coming in at 94 points. That's the Tyrrell Wine Shiraz. That's around the $25 price point. It's got cellarability of 2040. Great value there. If that one is truly that same wine, that Tyrrell's Shiraz, that would be a great deal if you could find that one. Coldstream Hills Pinot Noir would be one. I'll be looking at picking up some Medium-term cellaring up to 7 years. I'll be looking at picking up top value as well from Huan Hook. I wonder if they've released their Jacobs Creek Barossa Signature Collection. Let's go on a detour to see what they have there. We've got some blends. The Decanter World of Wines 2017 looks like it did particularly well for that. I've had the chance to try the Centenary Hill. It was quite nice. Why is it sending me to a different website? Prefer to buy it from them. How do I? It's like I want to buy from you, but you send me to a different website. Gives me conflicting feelings. Dan Murphy's, $18.99 per bottle, out of stock. Online offer there. Do they have anything about sellability? I want to see it. No wines matching that criteria. Where's the Jacobs Creek online store when you need it? McWilliams Estate. Your Ridge Pinot Noir, Yolumba, Squealing Pig, Tempraneos. What else is in there? Pepper Jack Sangiovese. Can't remember seeing that one before. Barossa Padway. Would be an interesting one. Pork pizza. Long-term cellaring potential. Interesting when you come across some ones like that are a bit more unexpected. They're coming into that higher end. Langmile, the blockbuster. Langmile produce wines of great value there. I think that's where I pull from the red wines. McWilliams. What else is here in the McWilliams? I've got a McWilliams Barrowang 1996 here in front of me. I wonder where that one would be coming in. I'm trying to switch. McWilliams Barrowang. Is it? So I have one of these from 1996 with me. So let's Barrowang. No, Barrowang Vineyards. There we go. Looking for the McWilliams Barrowang wines. That's what I'm trying to open here this evening. Does it have a name? Distinction and elegance. 13. The cellaring potential for this one is 10 years. Perfect match with beef bourguignon. Herbaceous cellaring potential. Yeah, not sure about that one. So that kind of covers the Liquorland. I'll read about this Langmar blockbuster Shiraz. It's rich and full, velvety and seamless with impeccably bright fruit, plum, mulberry and raspberry that layers the rich palate. There's also some gentle spice, and the oak effortlessly rounds out the wine. This will develop beautifully over the next few years if you can keep your hands off it that long. Another interesting one there. So that kind of rounds out the category of red wine from Liquorland. What do they have on the high end? Let's go there to see red wine. I went, what? Spirits Hunt. Red wine above 500. Penfolds, like literally only stocking Grange to go over that mark. So, as a little detour. So, thank you for tuning in here this evening. I'm going to try and open up that 1996 and put it in the decanter with me. I've got a ASO to help with that, to help the process along. So, let's see how this cork goes. Is this cork intact? Slowly, slowly, slowly down either side to bring that one out. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Slowly, slowly, slowly. There we go. Put it either side. And give it a twist and 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 a twist. That's not looking too shabby there. That cork, the cork held up all right from what I can see. How does that focus go? Can the focus? Okay, how close do I have to go to get the focus to focus on it and not me? Starts to cut me out. My cork didn't go too shabbily. And bring that focus back. Not too bad there. Would be a little too much other stuff going on. You never really know till you give it a good decant. Never really know until you give it a good decant. So let's see what's going on. Could be trash, could chuck it. See any sediment really yet. Be a little bit there. Leave a little bit at the bottom. Well, yeah, there's definitely sediment in that. I didn't say. Oh, that's one I'm definitely probably spitting. Probably get better to get that one open sooner rather than later. So let's see how this one goes. Does it hold up? Does it have the structure? Definitely come in. Got kind of a pull the white paper out, see the brown tinge. Definitely got the brown tinge to it. Not as perfumed as some of the other wines that I've tasted, but still got some kick. Wow, can't taste a lot of wine today. Let's see how this one goes. Cellaring is all about balance, and when a wine loses its balance out, doesn't go so well. So thank you for tuning in for wine 11 of the 12 live streams. Tonight has been the 11th wine of lockdown, and we have been looking at the best cheap wines from Liquorland here this evening. If you're watching this on the chat, let me know if you have any questions, that I could answer before I wrap up here this evening. Otherwise, if you're watching this here on the replay, comment down below and let me know if you have any questions that I can follow up on and answer for you. And I could answer those in a follow-up video. If you've been enjoying the content I've been creating, make sure you leave a like, and I'll see you in the next video. Remember, wine is best shared with friends and family, and make sure you stay safe, stay healthy, and follow the government guidelines, the stay-at-home orders, and the increased levels of restrictions that the Sydney has announced today. Bye, everyone.